Hello and welcome, and this is a little quick tutorial on how do parks make you tons of money. If you have the Parks DLC, you can make bank on your parks and never have to worry about money and basically have unlimited money without turning unlimited money on. And how does that work? So I have a couple examples in the city here of how parks make you money. And then, you know, if you would like it, you can apply it to your area. So let's look at maybe this here. So you can see I have a residential area. So this was the starter tile, my first tile that I opened up. This was the second tile. This was tile 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So this was the first highway connection that came in, and I created a residential neighborhood off of this leg of the roundabout. I did commercial down here, and then my original industry was in this area. I have since moved it over to this actual industrial complex area. But let's just say here, I have a residential area. You can see I have very few connections, right? So this is a neighborhood. The only connection to the commercial area is through a roundabout here. And by the way, my traffic's 90-something%, so it's not like, hey, you know, I don't have all these connections and my traffic's real high. Now, you build a transit system, and you kind of follow the road hierarchy type stuff. You know, you're fine with the traffic. It's 90%, so it's no problem there. You can see I have a connection here, right? With a couple bridges. So there's not really a lot of connections for this residential area and really this area to get to here, except through this park. So I have this is a natural reserve park, runs all through here, and I got a shortcut right through here. And look, there's plenty of people using it, right? And this park is making, it's on $25 a person, it's making 25 grand a week. Okay, so the trick to making a bunch of money with your park DLC is you create a residential area and a commercial area, right? Because the biggest movement of people, we'll say, is residential to commercial. No one really goes, some people go to industrial to work. A lot of trucks come out of here and they just go randomly wherever they want to go. No one goes to office, and about half the people that go to commercial come back. I don't know where the other half goes, but who knows? They die, I don't know, they sleep at work, who knows what they're doing, but they don't come back. So that's about how this game works. Most people, at least on console, PlayStation 4, PC might be different. So, you know, that like I said, that might be different, but your largest movement of people is from residential to commercial. So what you do is you build a residential space and a commercial space, have limited connections, and put a park in between. So you have this nice, beautiful green space between your residence and your commercial. You create a shortcut, and then you charge them. That's the name of the game. That's as easy as that. So yes, an example there. Another example, this is a residential neighborhood over here. Okay, and then I have a city park here. Right, and I even gave them bike access and walking access. And I have, also the key too is I have bus routes that drop people off at the gate. I have, sorry, I'm getting a little dizzy there. I have Metro that ties into my MMT hub, Metro monorail train hub. I have tram that runs in between the buildings here. Right, and does the local, and then the metro serves to get people to the other tiles. Right, so you have transit that goes on both sides of the gates, but no transit or anything that goes between. It short circuits your park. And then of course you can charge as much as you want. This park makes them 27 grand a week. I'm charging $25 a ticket. If I made it to 40, double that, right? Almost double. So here's another example. Okay, the same thing here. I have a tram line that runs back and forth through here from the university through here. I have a metro here, and I also have buses that run like a loop in here that feed into the tram system and also drop people off at the main gate. And here I don't have any buses in here or any transportation here. I have my tram line that goes back and forth this way, and then I have a bridge that people go over. And that way I don't mess up my traffic. Another example here. Here's the amusement park. And I will have residential here. I have a monorail here that stops at this gate. People walk across. You see them? Hi, how you doing? They do some stuff. And they come out and they hit this monorail, or they walk. And there's buses in here too. They hit that monorail to go here, go to the MMT. The MMT can take them down to this area. They can go anywhere in the city they want to go from this MMT. So I'm saying this MMT is connected to that MMT. You know, so there's plenty of transportation. And here's another example of, okay, well, I'm not going to go in between commercial. So the three examples I showed you were, I got residential and commercial spaces. I have them separated by basically a green space where I put my park, and then my park makes me tons of money. One other thing you can do is say, okay, I have my mass transit here. How do I get to my mass transit? Well, I can go through a park to do it, right? So you build a park right around it, and then and then these walking paths, and people will walk miles. Actually, they walk pretty far. You can bring bike in, so you can bring bike lanes in, and have the bike lanes in and at your gate. So they'll take the bike lanes, and they'll walk through the park, jump on the monorail. Okay, so that's another way you can do it, because these are noisy anyway. So that way you don't have people complaining about noise, and then you also make money and make a nice little, like I said, a nice pretty green space around your transit. Same thing here. You know, I have a city park that's like kind of in here and in here, and then of course I put a path here, and then some people go around on a bike, so I gave them an alternate route. But some people will walk, cut through the park, you know, go over this bridge, and boom, they come out here. That's about it. I mean, I have this is another natural reserve park, and it's got gates from here. So this is a little far, so people aren't using this as much. What they're coming through, you know, and going to this gate here to the high density commercial area here and here. This one isn't doing as much because it's pretty far. But I wanted a green space between kind of the big infrastructure here and my commercial area. So yeah, so that's how you do it. So you like I said, you segment your areas, some residential, commercial mainly. You leave a nice green space in between. Build a nice beautiful park, nice amusement park, whatever you want to do. You can do it with the college campus, you know, put the college campus, and I have plans for a university in this area with residential in here, and then you can create a college campus that goes here and here, and then you can actually put a park with the college campus. You just have to be, you know, fine-tuned with your district, district painting, and you can do it. And then once again, they'll walk to your college and then walk through here, and you make some money. And then put transit on both sides to bring people to the gates so they don't have to walk that far. And your parks will make, let's see, parks making $92K a week right now. And then, like I said, by the time you're on your fourth tile, you have over 100 million, and then there's no problems with anything. So I hope this was helpful. That's how you make a bunch of money on parks. And if you have a comment, if this has worked for you in the past and you do this in your city, yeah, leave a comment below. If you don't like this because you think it's cheating, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment below too as well. That's why I keep mine at 25 instead of 40. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, rake people over the coals too hard, but at the same time, it is a game mechanic, and I think it makes sense. It's nice to have a green space between your residents and your commercial. Your commercials tend to be noisy. Your residents, you know, tend to want it quiet. So I think kind of there's some synergies there. It looks really good. It does separate things, you know, when you kind of have everything flushed out and detailed pretty nice. You got this, you know, nice kind of space in between things, and just, you know, to me, it just looks pretty good as it adds a feature to your city, and also makes you money. Well, thank you for watching the video. I hope you found something interesting and informative, and maybe I'll see you on future videos. Take care and have a wonderful day.